and welcome everybody. It's Centurion here, and today we're gonna do a video in GTA 5, a car review, which is the first in a series of many. And I've been looking forward to doing this video for some time. And if you're watching this relatively close to when it comes out, you'll have noticed that there has been no content for about a week or so. And that's because I was basically on a mini vacation. So, yeah, the first in a series of many. We shall begin with this car, the 9F Cabrio. This one on the left, none of these. I do have a couple other cars, I just moved them because they're kind of crappy and they're just not that good. So, the 9F Cabrio is my favorite car in the game, not only for its looks, but for its sounds and its handling. So we're going to take a look at the stats on Legendary Motorsport, and we're going to compare it to the Bugatti and the Carbonzanera, which is also in my garage. So the 9F Cabrio is a $130,000 car. Let me find it again because I wanted to show something. It is the second version, if you like, of the. It's a modified version of the 9F, which is $10,000 less. It is not a drop top, and I think, yeah, it goes slower and it accelerates faster, but it has the same engine, horsepower, all that. And I just prefer. I had the 9F. I just preferred the 9F Cabrio over it. So let's start off with the stats. The engine is a 4-liter engine, which is kind of small compared to most cars in the sports class. Most of them have a 6-liter or an 8-liter engine. The power is 441 horsepower. I don't really know how to compare to that. It's the same engine as the 9F. Let's just take a quick look at the what is it? The Carbonzanera, if I can find it. There it is, just right above it. 5-liter, 570, so it has less horsepower. The Carbonzanera goes the exact same speed, but the Carbonzanera goes faster, or accelerates faster, I should say. And going back to the 9F Cabrio, it has a 189 mile/hour top speed, which is the same as the Carbonzanera. And the Carbonzanera has a 3.0 second acceleration speed from 0 to 60, and the 9F obviously is slower, so it's 4.8. And speed and maneuverability are kind of average in this car, to be honest. But it's not that. It's more of the aesthetics, the sounds, how it feels that make this car have a selling point. And I'm going to have to turn off the radio here because I don't want to get that copyright notice on YouTube. If I can remember what button it is to turn it off, so you never know. So I'm just going to quickly turn off the radio. There we go. So we're going to take a drive down to Los Santos Customs and take a look at the available upgrades, or the upgrades that you really want to put on this car, or just take a look at the upgrades. It's basically a preview. And I really like, you can hear the sound of the car when it's revving its engine. I just think it sounds really good. You might hear a high-pitched whine. That's the turbo kicking in at some points.
What's wrong with her now?
And now we're in Los Santos Customs. Take a quick look. Alright, let's repair because that was a scratch right there for 300 bucks. So obviously, I'm not that high of a level, so I don't have 100% armor, but you definitely want to go for the highest armor on any car you own. For brakes, definitely go for the top brakes, although I haven't equipped any of them because the only real ones you would actually want to use are the race brakes, because all these other brakes don't really do much. And the bumpers, you got a choice. This is the stock bumper, this is the custom front bumper. Obviously I don't have it equipped. The stock rear bumper looks like this. This is the upgraded rear bumper, which I think looks better. And chassis, the chassis upgrade is for these little side panels here. You can see I have them black. You can make them carbon if you like them, like that. And you can also turn the hood into a carbon hood as well. But the engine, definitely want to go for whatever engine upgrades you can for any car. And I have for the exhaust, this is a starting exhaust, and they're kind of small. There's like 4 of them. This is the chrome tip 2 ovals, which I think looks really cool because of the rear bumper, how it looks with the rear bumper. So, excuse me. The third upgrade for the second or third or whatever you want to call it, the dual exit exhaust, is a bigger version of the first exhaust, and it looks alright. I wouldn't put it on this car. However, the big bore exhaust looks pretty cool from the side when you're looking at it. I don't know from the front back, but I would definitely put that on if I had a choice between the stock and that. So, well, we don't really need to look at explosives unless you're trolling. The hood, like I said, you can make it carbon. I just don't put it on because I think it makes the car look weird. Obviously you have horns, lights. Definitely want to put xenon on your lights if you like it on your car. Same old plates, same colors. The skirts, which go with the bumpers, just add an extra bit onto it so it looks a bit smoother, I guess, but I like it like this. You have a choice of one spoiler, however, so this is the car looks like stock without these tires. These tires, I believe, are not the stock tires. But a low level spoiler is a carbon wing, and it looks pretty cool, and it it does look pretty cool. I almost had a brain fart right there. I gotta keep focused. Alright, suspension obviously lowers or raises your suspension. I would say for looks, skip the lowered suspension. I had that equipped just for, you know, whatever. You probably want to go for street or sport in my eyes, because competition just looks like it's too low. And if you go too low, you might, when you start going up hills or in driveways or stuff for your house, your bumper might start hitting things. So definitely the street or sport. I would probably go for the street, and because the sport seems like it's too low. Oops. Well, backed out of that one. So I'm just gonna turn around real quick. Noob mistakes already. And just take a quick look at the rest of the upgrades for this vehicle, which is pretty cool upgrades. This car is pretty cool, period. So let's continue. So we did all this stuff. And turbo, definitely. This is our transmission. Obviously, put the highest transmission on as you can. Turbo, same with that. Wheels, it's all your choice, and windows as well. So we're basically done with that. It was pretty much a waste of time to go back in there. So let's take this car for a spin and see how it performs on the streets, just out and about. And I gotta turn off this music again. Hopefully it'll crash like a noob. And we're just gonna hit this turn. As you can see, it kinda makes wide turns at high speeds. And that's the only thing with this car. It makes kind of wide turns at high speeds, but at medium speeds, this car is definitely a good pick for a turning map for races, because it has excellent traction, as you might have saw in Los Santos Customs. And it can go pretty fast, as you can see here, and I'm just gonna try and drift here, although I'm terrible at it, and it kind of isn't that great at drifting. It isn't really made to drift, but as I explained earlier when we were looking on the laptop, this thing does have a drop top, or is a convertible, however you want to say it. Oof, don't crash. Alright, I guess I'll just do it here. That bit back there comes back, and that goes up. Those bits in the back go down. This is what it looks like with the top up. And another thing to note is the engine is actually in the back, and seeing that the convertible bit just came out of the back, you might think, but the engine has to be in the front. Well, it's not, because I don't know if I'd be able to pop off the hood that easily, but when you pop the hood of this thing, it says obey on the inside, and it's just a big hole where like a trunk is, basically. And I'm just gonna take it for a little ride on the beach, hit some people because reasons. Just check out the off-road performance on the sand as well, and get in a better place for doing this sort of thing. Over here is good. the weather in GTA 5 is definitely taking a turn for the darker. And you can see here, it does fairly good with drifting and whatnot. It does slide quite a bit. Hitting poles, that 40% armor doesn't actually render anything. Of course, I would get the cops on me when I'm doing video. But it does alright. The same with on-road for drifting. You just gotta know what you're doing. I suck at it, so I can't really give you an honest... Well, I can give you an honest opinion on how drifting is with this car. It's just... I'm terrible at it, so I can't really give you how the car actually is. And as you can see here, I'm having a fairly easy time outweighing these cops, which is always a good thing. Like, the one time I was in my vodka and they were catching me somehow. I don't even know how that's possible in vodka. And I'm just gonna try and get out of here. And I think I'll end this video here. Hopefully the cops don't impound my favorite car in the game, because that would be terrible. Probably gonna call Lester. And I'll definitely see you guys in the next video, which may come out next week, next month. So set your watches, check out my channel, watch some other videos, leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill by now. And just gonna continue to crash and try to call Lester. So I'll see you guys next time. Set your watches.